Well, hello again. Thanks for returning. If you're coming back, if you're new, please take a look at my other videos to get a sense as to what I'm talking about. But in the last videos, we've been talking about Nikola Tesla and 369 and lots of Elon Musk stuff and a device that I believe is an electronic discharge machine. So the machine would essentially use magnetic fields in order to conduct electrons down racetracks and moving them at quicker speeds than we've ever done before. And so it's basically a cross between an AC motor and the timing of a combustion engine. And it's something that I believe is Nikola Tesla's answer to 369, unlocking the keys to the universe. And so in this video, I wanted to do something a little bit different and talk about myself a bit. As I've said before, I'm just a regular guy. I really don't have any kind of education or training in any of the things that I'm talking about, but I'm curious, and in everything, in all parts of my life, whenever I found something to be curious, I investigated and I searched. And so for myself, the last few years, last 3.5 or so years have been quite intense. Had a series of unfortunate events that led me to look at life in a different way. And really, I think when that happened, I ran into my first Mandela effect. And Mandela effect really messed me up. So for those of you that haven't heard of or don't know of what the Mandela effect is, you're going to have to do some research on it. But basically, there's some series of events that have taken place that there's a group of people, large groups of people that remember it one way, and in other groups of people that remember it another way. And for myself, the one that really got me was Sinbad. I remember that movie. That movie existed. Now, maybe that Mandela effect doesn't apply to you. Maybe you're of a different age, and so maybe there's another one that applies. But I'm sure that most people will find that either the Ford symbol or the Volkswagen symbol or the Berenstain Bears or the countless other Mandela effects that have happened and that continue to happen should lead you to question what exactly is going on. And so for myself, when I started questioning these things, simulation theory came up. And that really made a lot of sense in everything that I was experiencing and everything that I felt like I knew. So when you go down the simulation path, you kind of sound a little bit kooky, and you sound as if you're losing your mind. But in reality, science does point to life being a simulation. So perhaps going down the reality requires you to lose your mind. So when you look at all the individual effects, they're all very social media oriented. None of them really change anything significant in any kind of timeline. All the series of events that happened after that are still there. And so it seemed as though something or somebody controlling us in the background, some sort of simulation, was testing us to see if we ourselves know exactly what we know, because everybody everywhere tells us the things that we know, but when we're involved in a social media world, inundating ourselves with it, and these things pop up that we should know, we've seen them for ourselves, our lifetime, and then we don't question them, really, whose fault is that? Whose problem is that if we choose to be led blindly, and even when something should question our reality, we ignore that? So for myself, I didn't ignore it, and I went down it and played it like a video game and tried to put things into my satchel and collected knowledge and collected experiences, and each one seemed to lead to another, to another, to another. And no, I'm a guy, and so my experiences are obviously going to be from my point of view, and my experiences had lots of static, and that static was caused by the feminine, and so based on my demographics, I'm sure a lot of the people, a lot of the guys following are going to know exactly what I mean by that, the static that was created, and the static that the feminine does create. But in all of my creativity, a lot of the times that I hit a wall or wasn't sure, I got a lot of my creativity from the feminine, and so there's a lot of irony to that, because they had no idea what they were doing in so many ways, but somehow they sparked an idea in me that led to another. So for now, I'll leave that there. I'll probably be able to have quite a few more videos just about that sort of static stuff. But I think if you can please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, like I ask in every video, please ask Elon if this circuit is possible.